Hello and welcome. Now this wasn't supposed to be a day tour, it was supposed to be an overnighter, but things have happened. Yesterday I had to go to the post office to pick up a parcel, and then I had to wait in for a delivery. So that's why I didn't do a wild camp on this one, but nonetheless we're going to go to Aber Falls, see what it's all about. It is a little bit breezy today, winds are about 10 mile an hour, but it is a constant wind. It's a sea breeze, we get it all the time, and at the moment it is in my face, but hopefully after what's it called now, Colwyn, I go a little bit more inland, so hopefully it'll give me a little bit of a break. Anyway, we're not complaining, it's nature, it is what it is. Right, let's crack on. Right, so I'm roughly over halfway now. I'm at Conway, the smallest house in Great Britain, and I've broken the tripod yet again. It fell off the bike and the mount that holds the camera is now smashed, so I'm having to do everything handheld. But when you get lemons, you make lemonade, don't you? So I'm just going to stop, have some sandwiches. I think I've got chicken and mayo. Have some sandwiches, have a brew, admire a bit of the view, and then we'll get cracking on. Right, so I've just been up to the falls, absolutely magnificent. It was well worth the effort. Set off at 8 o'clock this morning, roughly. It's now about, I think it's 1:30, but don't forget I've been stopping filming and I've had a half an hour's break as well. I think Google said it takes about 2.5 hours to get here by private jet maybe, but not for me. You know, when you're bikepacking, you're ambling along, you're taking your time. Yeah, it's been fantastic. Hundreds of people, even, well, half term's just finished. It's a Sunday of half term. They go back tomorrow, the kids, and there's still droves of people coming up, and it has been drizzling as well, and it's not stopped them. As far as coming up here with your bike, yes, you have to be a bit courteous of people, but it's a nice gravel path. It's, you know, mountain bike, gravel bike. I dare say I could probably even get my road bike up here. That's how nice the path is. Yeah, undulating, not too difficult, not too many climbs, but yeah, it's been brilliant. Anyway, that's me waffling. There's a couple of YouTubers that I've been looking at their channels, and they can do a far better job than me with the aerial photography, and I will leave links in the description to their channels, and I'll put on the screen their names. So here's a little bit of dramatic landscape for you. Right, so I'm only halfway there really, aren't I? Because I've got to go all the way back to Rhyl yet. So Conway isn't halfway, it's quarter of the way. Right, yeah, so I've just had a Kendal mint cake, and I've had some of my coffee that's, funny enough, still warm. That flask is really good that I've got. Loads more people coming up now. And just down at the bottom there is like a little bit of an exhibition thing that I cycle past to see the waterfall. So let's go and have a look at that now. So as you can see, I'm back in Conway. The cycle back to here wasn't half as long as what it was going to Aber Falls, obviously because I'm not stopping and filming every 5 minutes. It is quite busy in town, and I've just realised that as Wales's schools go back after the half term, it's England's turn next week, so that's why it's probably so busy, because it's not usually like this. Lots of cyclists about as well today. So as you've seen, I'm just going to tuck into my couple of snacks, put a bit of fuel in the tank, and I think the coffee should be still warm. If not, doesn't matter. I've got water on the bike as well. So as I tuck into this lot, I'll just show you a couple of things that I've done on the bike. Right, so the first thing I've done is I've now got a first aid kit on the front. I need to tweak this a little bit because before it was actually rubbing on the tyre. I think I need to pack this out a bit more. In there it's just my roll mat, my roll pad for sleeping, inflatable one that's still in there from the last camp. I'm not sure if you've all seen that, but that just holds maps and phone equipment, chargers, that kind of thing. Now this little mod that I've done here on the handlebars, this is like the stuff that you put around pipes to give it a little bit more padding, but it's not actual closed cell foam, it's kind of a rubberized. So I've just been testing that out. Obviously I've just got it kind of sellotaped there and there to see what it feels like, and I'm quite happy with it. It gives a lot more padding than just having the handlebars. You know, I'm doing long distances, so what I'm going to do, I think it's next payday, next week, I'm going to get some orange wrap for on there to go along with all the orange that's already on the bike. And then just in there, obviously I've removed the shelter because we're doing a day tour, and in there is just my butty box, my Gore-Tex over trousers, which I've now taken off. I did have them on before because we had a bit of a spatter of rain, and a micro fleece, and that's all that's in there. But yeah, the bike is doing well, no issues whatsoever. So if you are new to the channel, there's plenty of videos about bike packing and the gear that I use and that kind of thing. I've not actually done a video about the whole gear that I take yet. Maybe that'll be on a future video. But have a look through, down from this one, 4 or 5, the last 4 or 5 have been about bike packing. Right, so you can see we've got a flight of steps here. I don't need to go up them, I can go around the other way, around there, and I can cycle up to the next level up there. But I just wanted to show you a little trick that I've got. This is a rock climbing sling, Dyneema sling. So let me pick that up. Right, so the sling's around the centre part of the bike. Obviously that's going to go on my shoulder. And then I can carry the bike up the steps, no issues. Alright, okay, so the sling's on there. I don't know if you can see, there's my bike, there's a sling, there's the steps. Make sure I've not left anything behind, which I haven't. So it obviously works quite well. Very quick to set up. Nearly at the top now. Right, so there has been plenty of scenery on this video. That waterfall, absolutely amazing. I'm glad I didn't do a well camp there. If I did, I'd have to go higher up, which means I'd have to get a train and do it by rucksack and not the gravel bike. I'd have to go right up onto the tops. Did meet a young lass and I got chatting to her, which she had some local information. She was from Llandudno. So if you're watching this, hello Nia. And I also spoke to a chap in Conway when I stopped there. He's now subscribed to the channel as well, so hello Paul and your missus and your little doggy. Yeah, it's absolutely been brilliant. It has been brilliant. Now, if you're just getting into bike camping, I wouldn't suggest you do this kind of mileage. I think today I've covered about getting upwards of 58 miles, so we're up there at 60 mile nearly again. Ignore what Google Maps says to you. I mean, I've been stopping all the time to film, obviously, but one thing that Google Maps doesn't take into account is wind speed. I've had a constant 10 to 15 mile an hour wind on the way there. It slows you down considerably, and it takes a bit of steam out your legs as well. If you want to get into bike packing, maybe you are already, but if you want to get into bike packing, start with small steps. You know, try 5 miles, then, you know, 5 mile there, 5 mile back, 10 mile there, 10 mile back. Build it up that way. Don't be ridiculous like I am. I do cycle to work every day of the week. I do 50 or 60 mile to work and back, plus all my shopping, going seeing friends, all that. It all racks up, so I do a lot of mileage per month. Another thing is make sure you're physically fit and able to do it. That's why I say do it in small steps, build up. And most importantly, make sure your bike is fit. If you're not mechanically proficient, take it to a shop, get them to give it the once over. I do most of my repairs anyway. Even if I had a brittle wheel, I'll just buy a wheel aligner and do it myself. I'm a bit like that. I'm a bit hands-on. And also make sure you take a pump and 2 inner tubes, 2 spare inner tubes. You never know. Get yourself some bike bags, frame bags, that kind of thing. I'll leave lists of to links in the description box below to some of the bags that I use, etc. Some of the gear that I use. I'm not going to put all my camping gear on there because I haven't been camping, so you'll have to go and have a look at a camping video to see what I take camping. Yeah, so I've really enjoyed it. Now, that little trick with the Dyneema rock climbing sling, that's what I want to show you. It's handy to have because, like I say, I didn't need to use them steps. That was just for a demonstration. I could have just cycled around and up. But that's something that stays in one of my bags now. And also a couple of cable ties and a pair of, you know, a multi-tool with pliers on it, you know, that kind of thing. Because I thought I'd be able to repair my mount with a cable tie today, but didn't work. So I'm going to have to get a new one of them. So note to self, I need to take the mount that's on the tripod and another mount. So I need to buy 2 now. But yeah, I've managed to do it. I've managed to do it all handheld. I'm on the selfie stick now. It's been absolutely brilliant. Right, I'm at, where am I now? Llandullis. I'm near Llandullis. Thought this might be a little spot for a bit of a wild camp. Now, there is a car park here. I'll just spin you around. There's a car park and there's these benches everywhere. So it might not be a good idea, especially in the height of summer. Anyway, I reckon this place will be rammed because the beach is about 10 minutes down that road. So up that way is a place called Rhyl. It's just a little village, but you get traffic from there, from Abergelly, coming this way. So I reckon it's not so bad now because we're in winter, but in the summer I reckon it'd be quite busy. Anyway, that's me waffling, isn't it? Yeah, so I'm at Llandullis. I don't know, maybe 20 minutes, half an hour cycle home now. The bike needs a serious clean, but that's not going to happen today. I'm going to start editing this video today when I get back and have something to eat. Even though I'm not, you know, I'm not starving, I'm getting that way. I'm getting ready for my Sunday lunch, so I think I'm on lamb chops tonight, I think. A lamb chop Sunday dinner. A few roasties, bit of veg, that kind of thing. Get some fuel in the tank, innit? What a beautiful area. Right, as always, I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, give me a thumbs up, press that little button. Press the little bell, receive all notifications every time I upload a video. It will notify you. Andy's uploaded another video. Great, you can watch it. Also, if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. It all helps. The links in the description will be affiliate links. I am Amazon affiliated. I haven't made a penny off it yet. I've had like nearly 900 clicks on my stuff and I've not made 1 penny. So it just shows you you can't make a lot of money, you know, out of doing this. Don't even make that much on free monetization. So if you manage to get through all the adverts, thanks very much. Right, me waffling. See you on the next one, guys. Thanks for watching.